Well, the Chainsaw Man anime is among us, and it's breaking the internet as literally every man, woman, and child on planet Earth expected. They took away Makima's non-existent booba, they're implementing some interesting use of 2D and 3D mixed together, and Twitter is going crazy debating whether it's good or not. Guys, they're saying Midsaw Man. I'm literally going to cry. They're saying Midsaw Man. In this video, I'm going to be quickly going over a bunch of different reasons on whether or not I think you should watch the anime or read the manga. Now, obviously, as there is currently only one episode of the anime out so far, this video comes with two big assumptions. Assumption 1 being that the anime's subsequent 11 episodes come with similar quality as to the first episode, which I have already watched. The second one being that they don't make any major changes to the pre-established plot of the manga. But hey, get this video to 10k likes and I'll make a video at the end of the season with a more thorough anime manga comparison and analysis. In the meantime, feel free to comment other anime you want me to talk about that are airing this season. I've already found some ones that look pretty cool to me. And subscribe, please. I will literally suck your dick. Now, before we get into my thoughts on the actual production of the first episode of the anime, we need to set down the general information for the entirely uninitiated. Chainsaw Man is a manga, and now anime, originally written by Tatsuki Fujimoto, who's made some other stuff that isn't Chainsaw Man, like these two pieces of media that are really good and worth checking out if you have not done so already. That being said, Chainsaw Man is a story following our protagonist Denji, who is a human living with a devil inside of him, also known as a devil man. Look how cute this little guy is. He gives off broke-ass college kid vibes. That is, if every college kid had to sell an eye and a testicle just to get by. Thank God we are not at that level of dystopian in my country just yet. Him and his co-workers in the Public Safety Bureau are tasked with the extremely dangerous but very lucrative job of killing devils, and hope to one day kill a big scary guy called the Gun Devil. But we soon come to realize that the story isn't going to be as simple as things progressively get more and more intense as the manga continues. The synopsis given out on websites like Mal don't nearly say enough in my opinion, but I also think they're almost misleading in just how little they do say. I get they're not trying to spoil any twists or anything like that, but Chainsaw Man isn't like the other anime. This anime is gonna knock your goddamn socks off, and you need to be warned for how crazy it's going to be. Now for my thoughts on the first episode. I would say the first thing I need to mention is that the OP is so good. I literally could not stop screaming when I watched it for the first time. I wouldn't be surprised if I received a noise complaint or animal control knocked on my door asking if I'm illegally trafficking baboons in my house. Obviously, the initial shock of seeing all these characters who I love animated is just really fun and exciting. Power looks so cute. My boy Aki is more handsome than ever. Kobeni looks absolutely terrified, as she should be. The shark motherfucker, literally, just looking at him, he's so funny. I can't stop laughing every time he's in frame. I mean, look at him. Angel is still the most attractive character. Like, I'm not gay. I'm not. The fact that they made a lot of the shots references to different movies is such a unique nod to Makima and Denji's unique relationship that I won't spoil in this video. If you know, you know. And also, obviously, just from a technical standpoint, it's like, what more could you possibly want? Watching this OP literally reminded me why I like anime so much. It's the only form of media that can make me feel as hyped up as this. Kino, masterpiece, goated, truly a 10 out of 10 OP. Any other buzzword that Twitter likes to use to describe anime, that's this. But ladies and gentlemen, that's just the OP. Obviously not going to be indicative of the actual anime. So let's get into my thoughts on the first episode. There is a lot of mixed usage of 2D and 3D. I'm not surprised, but I'm actually more surprised at the people who are surprised because this is Studio Mappa, and this is what they've been doing for years. The fact that some people woke up today shocked at the CGI implementation completely boggles my mind. There are some moments where I felt just a tad bit off by the usage of CGI, but I will say that 90% of the time it's pretty indiscernible from 2D, and I really didn't mind it. Obviously, in a perfect world, it would be awesome if it was 100% 2D, but I don't think this is make or break. It's not like I'm watching Berserk 2016 or Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 1 or anything. I still don't forgive Mappa for the Warhammer fight, by the way. That shit looked like ass. This is very, very top tier CGI implementation as far as anime goes, and I think people who do think it ruins the anime are being overly dramatic. Something else that's pretty unique about the first episode is just how beautiful it is. There were a plentiful amount of additional landscape frames added in what weren't in the source material, and this shit is so beautiful I thought I had ray tracing on. Like, who the fuck downloaded Minecraft shaders on my computer and didn't even tell me? I think this stuff is a really good sign for some of the stuff that's to come in the future. Some of the chapters that are a lot more picturesque. I think what I'm trying to say is that there's a very decent chance Mappa will handle later chapters very well in the anime, so that's something to look forward to. For the most part, the anime adaptation feels more dramatic, slower, and cinematic when compared to its goofy, and at least initially more light-hearted manga counterpart. And a lot of this comes down to the framing, the pacing, and the music choices in the soundtrack for the anime. I think think this will probably stay true for the rest of the series, so I think it's pretty safe to say that the anime is probably going to be more dramatic than the manga. So if you want a more comedic style, then I would say read the manga. But if you like when stuff is more tonally consistent and serious, then I would sway you in the direction of the anime. One thing that the anime gets right is the blood. A lot of people were worried about censorship when it came to this anime. Let's just say Mappa was not afraid. There is so much blood in this goddamn first fight scene. It felt like I was in the splash zone at SeaWorld. And also, they did a damn good job of making me literally terrified at the sight of Makima. The look in her eyes, they just got it right. It is so haunting. I nearly pooped my goddamn trousers watching this episode. I think something we have to recognize, especially people who are already fans of the source material, is that the hype for this series is not normal. And it's kind of important we go in with realistic expectations. The amount of discussion this series has had prior to even getting an anime honestly has no parallel in history, aside from a few other standout examples. This is just about as popular as a manga can get without already having an anime adaptation. I say this because I just don't want to have to mentally associate this anime with people who are going to be as nitpicky about adaptations as your average My Hero Academia fan. So I guess just try to have realistic expectations as to what this anime is going to look like. I'm not saying accept mediocrity or anything, but don't go in expecting Overwatch SFM 3959 Diva Doggy style animation levels of quality. But let's dial it back for a second. Let's go back to the first question that I asked at the beginning of this video. Should you watch Chainsaw Man? Should you read Chainsaw Man? Honestly, I think it depends on two large factors. Does CGI make you projectile vomit? And do you prefer a more comedic or a more serious tone? If you would rather do without the CGI and the dramatic tone, I would say just read the manga. It's really an amazing experience. But if you like the air of seriousness that the anime's framing, pacing, and music adds to the story, and like how the CGI looks, then I would probably say you have a lot to benefit from watching the anime. So that's right. Big old plot twist at the end of the video. Korwa Eden literally recommended both the anime and the manga. Who would have ever seen that coming? Oh my god. Anyways, I do hope the adaptation ends up being good, as I just truly love Chainsaw Man as a story, and Tatsuki Fujimoto as an author. I think it's a shame there are some manga elitists going in with such a negative mindset immediately. It just rubs me the wrong way as someone who really respects the author, and really respects everyone involved with the production. Try to have a little hope, guys. Jesus Christ. It would be a shame to see things go south, but at the same time, we should all try to have some realistic expectations. Also, I'm still waiting for that Eve, Aimer, Ano, and Zutomayo ending song. Like, I'm literally foaming from the mouth. I can't wait. 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 Anyways, click one of these two videos to go subscribe to my second channel. One of them's another video talking about Chainsaw Man. It's really cool, and I'll like you a lot if you subscribe. It'll be so awesome. It'll be so cool. Okay, bye.